Well, hello everybody, welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Saturday, only here on YouTube. And I might sound a little hoarse, maybe I do. I don't know. It's weird. It's like a COVID after thing or something that I had. But anyway, I'm so happy to be back here in 2023. Want to welcome you to the January 7th. 2023 50's and early 60's show, and I was really excited today. Let's put it this way. This is really a quick show. Well, it's not a quick show. I put it together very quickly. Again, with Charlene's help. Charlene is back in business too, and she's in our chat room there. Really, thank you all for tuning in tonight as I pulled out some cool 45's out of my collection. A couple requests. I mean, I didn't get to, I think the last time I was on was the October 22nd, I think. So I know I had some requests from a bunch of you guys, so we'll get to those. I'm trying to figure it out a little bit. I have my parents downstairs. They're on the mend. And I have someone down there sitting there. They're not quite to where they were, but, you know, they're still considered fall risks. But I want to be up here. They wanted me to be up here. They said, you're going to do your show. You have to do your show, and I'm here tonight. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. I got a couple of requests. Special request for George Tompkins. He was George, I can't say, what can I say about George? Because he helped me through this ordeal that I've been through, actually the whole family. And I've been in touch with Charlene a lot, and a lot of you have communicated with me. I spoke to you on the phone, Joe Shacatano, a bunch of you guys. I really enjoyed talking to you, but let's talk about the music tonight. And we opened up tonight's 50's show with a band leader from Bolivar County, Mississippi. Started doing sessions for Art Sheridan. It's Art Sheridan. It's not Al Sheridan. Art Sheridan's Chance label back in 1952. But he became the house band for Vivian Carter's VJ record label for a time. I think he was the band leader for a lot of the El Dorados tunes, if I'm not mistaken. But he gets a lot of credit on a lot of those VJ releases. He had some solo releases on his own. This was his second of three on the VJ subsidiary Falcon record label. His name is Al Smith. Al Smith from November 57. It's called Roadhouse. So now I'm sounding better. There you go. I thought I needed to get a drink or something. But anyway, let's start off here with the vocal portion. Let's open up with this group from Queens, New York. I feature them often here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. They recorded for Sid Nathan's Deluxe label. This is their second release. It's the follow-up to their tune My Darling, which is my favorite by the group, but it's co-written by the lead singer. His name is Larry Pendergrass. We open up tonight from June 58, the vocal portion with the Chanters on Deluxe. It's called Row Your Boat.
Row, yeah, 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 row.
A dream.
Row, row, row your boat, drag me down the stream. Oh, come on with me, baby, and life to be a dream. I love you, oh, I really do. I really love you, really do. Row, row, row your boat, drag me down the stream. Oh, can't you see my baby, how sweet it would be to have you, my darling, just you and me.
That's the sound of the Chanters to open up the vocal portion there. June 58. That's their second release. Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records, Row Your Boat. You know, Slim Rose very instrumental with getting their records re-released. They had a bigger hit with, what was the song? What was the song was it My Darling that was re-released again? Johnny G drawing a blank here. That must be the COVID fog I have. COVID fog lingering in Johnny G's brain. Let's continue here. This next 45 is on the Aladdin subsidiary, Lamp Records. The Aladdin label owners, Eddie and Leo Mesner, based this label, Lamp Records, out of New York City, searching for local talent. But this group, though, is not from New York or the East Coast. They're from South L.A. They had 2 excellent releases on the label. Let's give a listen to their first, written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Leonard Wayne Bunn, October 1956. Here are the Tantones on the Lamp label. It's called I Love You, Really I Do.
I love you, I love you. I love you, my darling. I love you, oh my darling, really I do. I want you to be my baby. I want you, oh my darling, really I do. I love you in the morning and in the evening too.
Baby, I love you.
Wow, baby, if you love me the way I love you,
I swear we'll never run.
I love you, my darling. I love you, oh my darling, really I do.
I love you in the morning and in the evening too. Baby, if you love me, I swear, sweetheart, we'll never.
I love you, my darling. I love you, oh my darling, really I
Out of California, they're called the Tantones, October 1956. That's their first of two. First of two on the Lamp label. Leonard Wayne Bunn, the lead singer on that. He also wrote the tune. It's I Love You, Really I Do. You know, we count down the music chronologically here on the 50s and early 60s edition. I will be doing a show this coming Wednesday, an all 60s show on Oldies and More Radio, also right here on YouTube. So tell your friends about it. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're liking these original 45s out of my collection, trying to get back into the swing of things as we open 2023 here. Well, this is my first show of the year, and hope you're digging on the tunes here. But we count down the music chronologically on the 50s edition, and this is a classic early side by a great group out of Washington, D.C. It's actually the intended B-side of the 45 of their first release on Atlantic Records. The A-side went to number 1 on the Billboard R&B charts. It was called Don't You Know I Love You, but I bought it specifically for this side that I think I first heard on the Time Capsule show, if I'm not mistaken. It features Buddy Bailey on lead. Let's go to March of 1951 for the Clovers, the great Clovers on Atlantic, and their tune called Skylark.
Oh, skylark, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist? where someone's waiting to be kissed. Skyline, have you seen a valley green with prey, where my heart can go a journey over the meadows and the lane to a blossom-covered land? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, sweet as the wind of the west, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon. Oh, skyline, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there? And in your lonely mind, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as the will of the wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy, serenading the moon. Oh, skyline, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there?
Yeah, memories of the time capsule show here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There, Buddy Bailey and the Clovers, their B-side of their first release on the Yellow Atlantic label, March 1951, song entitled Skylark. Not the car, Dave the Rave. I don't know, not the car. Actually, I think that's an old song, I think. It really, an old song there. Anyway, let's stay in Washington, D.C. for this next group, as this is a request for listener George Tompkins, a song that's going to smoke your socks, as it was a coin saying by George Tompkins on his radio programs there. And we're going to continue with the Smoking Socks saga here on the Vinyltreasure Show. But this group had 4 great singles on the RCA record label. It was unfortunate that RCA, a major player in the music industry, didn't know how to promote their R&B releases, unfortunately. So they didn't have many R&B releases on the RCA label, but they did with this group. But they had 4 releases. George requested their third. It features Robert Evans on lead. We go back to April 1952 for the Heartbreakers on RCA Records. The song is called Why Don't I? This is for George.
Why don't I just forget you? Why don't I admit we are through? Why keep on crying now that we're apart? Sighing or crying never helped a broken heart. Why don't I take my heart broken and amend it with somebody knows. If you wonder why don't I? It's because I'm still in love with you. Why don't I just forget you? Why don't I've been with you? If you wonder why don't I? It's because I'm still in love with you. I'm still in love with you.
That's the great sound of the Heartbreakers going out to George Tompkins in our YouTube chat room there. That's their third release for RCA, Robert Evans on lead, April 52. Why don't I? Why doesn't Johnny G just do a show every day? Because I can't at this point. But we're going to end promptly at midnight. Well, you know, I have somebody downstairs that is babysitting, but they will be getting better, my parents. So I'll be going back to the overtime as I normally do and getting back into some more cool 45's that I have to go through my boxes and check out. So stay tuned for that in the year 2023. Maybe it's got to be a better year. It's got to be a better year for us in 2023. It does. Let's continue here. Let's move into 1954 now. Now, this next group could be probably can be considered one of the earliest examples of a white vocal group that had an R&B sound. And they had two releases on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. Their first was a song called The Stars Are Out Tonight, a pretty cool record by them, I'd have to say. But this was the follow-up on the Josie label with Sid Bass and his orchestra, December 1954 release. They're called the Teardrops. This is a jump side. It's called Ooh Baby. That's the second of two for the Teardrops. The Teardrops on the Josie label, December 1954. Ooh, Baby is the name of the tune. That's not an easy 45 to find. Believe it's a hard record. That's what Spence told me. He goes, Johnny, you're not going to find this one on a 45. It's really hard. You can find The Stars Are Out Tonight, but you can't find this one. The other side's great too. So stay tuned for that. We are in 1954. Let's head up to Chicago, Illinois for this next group. And this is their debut single that I have. I was lucky to find this on eBay back in the early 2000s. As I saw it come across my PC, it was like, buy it now for $250. So I didn't hesitate because it's not, at the time I didn't even have any red vinyl Eldorados. But actually, it just looks cool on red vinyl. You know, the red vinyls are really promo copies. Because you don't see those promos, I think, until 1956 maybe late 55, I think 56. You see the white and red promo copies, and they look cool. I like the VJ promo copies. They just look pretty cool. But this is on Vivian Carter's VJ record label, and the first presses, the spelling of the group is wrong. It's not Eldorados, it's El-Da, it's D-A-Rados. You'll see it again when I show it up to the webcam there. But this is their debut 45. It features Perkle Moses on lead. This one came out in August 1954. The El-Da-Rados on this release on Red Vinyl VJ. It's called My Lovin' Baby.
Well, my loving baby, gee, how she loves me. My loving baby, oh, but she thrills me so. My loving baby, well, she wants to love me. My loving baby, gee, what she does to me. My loving baby, well, she satisfies my time. Hey, 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 hey. Well, my loving baby, she knows I'm so far away. My loving baby, she wants my loving every day. My loving baby, well, she wants to love me. My loving baby, gee, what she does to me. My loving baby, well, she satisfies my time. Hey, 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 hey. Brother, she loves me every morning. Brother, she loves me every night. Well, I'm telling you, my girl's loving, well, it really is alright, because my loving baby, gee, what she does to me. My loving baby, oh, but she thrills me so. My loving baby, well, she satisfies my time. Hey, 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 brother, she loves me every morning. Brother, she loves me every night. Well, I'm telling you, my girl's loving, well, it really is alright, because my loving baby, gee, what she does to me. My loving baby, oh, but she thrills me so. My loving baby, well, she satisfies my time. Hey, 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 hey.
Bluesy sounds of the Eldorados there. Their debut single from August 1954 on the VJ record label, My Lovin' Baby, the name of that one. Let's move into 1955. Let's go to Harlem, New York now for this next group. They signed with Morty Shad's Harlem label, recorded 2 for the label, in addition to backing up 2 artists on the Harlem label. I think Lightning Jr., and I think I have that record. Also have the one they backed up Bobby Sue on this Harlem label. But this is their second release on Harlem, written by the baritone of the group. His name is Robert Dunn, and it says on the label, the interesting thing that Morty Shad did, it says featuring Johnny Ace Jr. Of course, that is not true. That is totally made up by Morty Shad, hoping to cash in on the death of Johnny Ace at the time of this release. But the lead singer on this, his name is John Barnes. Let's go to April 1955 on the Harlem record label out of New York City. Give a listen to the Empires and their tune called Magic Mirror.
Magic mirror on the wall, is she the fairest of them all? Tell me, magic mirror on the wall, magic mirror on the wall, do you think she loves me at all? Tell me, magic mirror on the wall, will she be mine just to have and to hold, just as long as I live, till death do us part? Tell me, mirror on the wall, does she love me? Magic mirror on the wall, is she the fairest of them all? Tell me, magic mirror on the wall.
That's the great sound of the Empires there. April 55 came out on the Harlem record label out of New York City. You know, there's a Harlem label out of San Antonio, Texas, too. Don't mix those up. Song entitled Magic Mirror. Now, this group would later record as the Whirlers on Bobby Robinson's Whirling Disc record label. They do a record I like, an up-tempo, Tonight and Forever. That's a great record to open up the show with. Stay tuned for that one on a future Vinyltreasure Show. Let's continue here. We are in 1955. It was funny with this record because this is another eBay purchase, and it was I forget who let me, some top collector let me. He said, you know, Johnny, I know you, because at one time you were able to know the code names of the people that are bidding on eBay. So they're all blocked out now. They have to give you like they give, you can see the number of positives a bidder gets, and that's kind of a way you might be able to tie them in. But you used to see the entire name. So evidently this person knew who I was, and he contacted me. He said, Johnny, I have this record already, and I was going to resell it because it's a great price, but I'll let you have it. He said, I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Mike Molinaro. I forget who it was. But he let me have it. I got it at a great price. It's not mint, but you can't find this record anywhere. This group is out of Los Angeles, California. It's their only release. Came out on the Model label, Model Records, and I won this in the early days of eBay. And the interesting thing is, it says the band. There's a band. A band is credited on the label. What's it say exactly? It says Band the Coins is the name of the thing, and there's really very little instrumentation at all on this record, but it is a rare record. It was written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Al Perry. It's 1955. These are the Coins on the Model label. This is the A side. It's called Loretta.
Loretta, please, please, please come home. Loretta, please, please, please come home. Whoa, I love you, yes, I love you. Please come home. Loretta, please, please, please come home. Loretta, please, please, please come home. Whoa, I love you, yes, I love you. Please come home. Come on home. I pray to the Heavenly Father. I've asked Him to send you home. I love you, my darling Loretta, yeah. And I know I was wrong. Loretta, please, please, please come home. Loretta, please, please, please come home. Whoa, I love you, yes, I love you. Please come home. Come on home. Pray to the Heavenly Father. I've asked Him to send you back. I love you, my darling Loretta, yeah. Please come home to me, is all that I ask. Loretta, please, please, please come home. Loretta, please, please, please come home. Loretta, please, please, please come home. Whoa, I love you, yes, I love you. Please come home. Come on home.
1955 release there for the Coins. The Coins, Al Perry on lead. The Coins on the Model record label. It's called Loretta. Let's move into 1956 as we go to New York City. This is a request for listener George Tompkins. Now, this group first recorded as the Charmers with releases on Central and Timely. Then they became the Chorals with Chorals with this release on the Decca label. The tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Irwin Teddy Williams. This is from May 1956, going out to George Tompkins. The Chorals on the Decca label. It's called In My Dream.
In my dream, I have diamonds and gold. In my dream, I have wealth untold. But now you know
Why do I fear the coming dawn? I know that when I face reality, when I awake, you'll be gone. In my dream, I have everything. In my dream, I am a king. But now you're gone. In my dream, can come
That's a great tune there going out to George Tompkins there. They're called the Chorals. The Chorals from May 1956. It's on the Decca label. In My Dream is the name of the tune. We are in 1956 as we play the music chronologically here. If you're new to the program and you're digging what you're listening to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the like. Click the thumbs up button if you like what you hear. Tell your friends about it. Johnny G will be here every Saturday again, 9 to midnight. And we often go longer, but till Johnny G gets certain things in order, we'll be signing off around 12 o'clock. I got to get good downstairs and let the sitter out. I do, but let's continue here. Her name is Delphi. She's a very nice lady downstairs. Yes, let's continue here for George Gollner's Rama Records now for this next tune. And this was the group's only release. They were called the Continentals, not to be confused with the Continentals from Brooklyn that recorded for Bobby Robinson's Whirling Disc record label. But this group features a James Gooden on lead, and this is on the Blue Rama label, which is hard to find. You can get it on Red Rama. I think that was Slim Rose that was instrumental in convincing Morris Levy to re-release all those Blue Ramas on Red. But anyways, from January 56, the Continentals on Rama. It's called You Are an Angel.
someone
you're an
As good to the last drop there, George Goldner production for the Continentals, January 1956 on the Rama label. You Are an Angel is the name of the tune. Daryl, I think you're thinking of possibly the Tones. Do You're an Angel. I think they do. That's their second record, but it's not that song. It's a different song, I'm pretty sure. If that's what you're thinking. Johnny G not trying to be a mind reader here. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes here for a Saturday evening. Johnny G is back in the chair to play my 45's, and I hope they're sounding good. The webcam is like maybe a little bit red. I was playing around with I was up one night 3 o'clock in the morning after I did the dishes, so I came up here and I was futzing around with the camera to get it to look pretty good. So I think it looks okay, right? I'm seeing it in really small because I got both things right here on one of the I got a big monitor. Maybe I'm getting another monitor. But anyway, I hope it's looking good for you guys. Anyway, let's continue here. And let's go back out to California, this time to Johnny Otis's Dig record label. And this is the only release for this group. They are a mixed group of males and females, led by, well, I think when I saw the write-up in Cashbox magazine, I guess they used to call gals thrush. What is the significance of thrush? Isn't that like something you can get if you take too many antibiotics or something, thrush? But it said, led by thrush Terry Akers, who actually wrote this song, and they performed this tune live on the Johnny Otis Show on KTTV out in Los Angeles, California. And the response was like, he had this big response for this song, and they rushed the record out immediately. He put it out on Dig Records, and no sooner that they did that, the Teen Queens, the Bahari brothers, they said, we got to cover that record. The Teen Queens covered it. So the LA disc jockeys were playing both records, both songs, and unfortunately that probably did the record in and never became a hit, but it should have been a hit, I think. Anyway, let's go to June of 1956. Give a listen to the Tears on the Dig record label. Terry Akers, the lead singer, the gal on lead. It's called Until the Day I Die.
You made me love you. You made me care. You made me kiss you. Now is that fair? I'll always love you until the day I die. Lies that you told me drove us apart. I love you, only. Why must we part? You told me once, dear, we'll be together always.
You went away.
You went away.
It broke my heart.
It broke my heart.
Now I am lonely.
Now I am lonely. Come back, ooh, come back, ooh, come back to me. You made me love you. You made me care. You made me kiss you. Now is that fair? I'll always love you until the day I die.
You went away.
You went away.
It broke my heart.
It
called The Tears. That's the original version of the tune, Until the Day I Die. Teen Queens also recorded it for RPM Records. That's on Johnny Otis's Dig record label, June 1956. The Tears with Until the Day I Die. Yes, let's move into 1957 now. Let's go back to Sid Nathan's King record label for this one. For Joe Perkins and the Rookies, they did 2 for the King label. This is their second. I have it on the bio promo. I think, George, you were the one that told me that the stock copies of this play better. There's some kind of I don't know, there's some kind of pressing plant defect in this one. Well, you hear it. It's just like a little bit of a swish. It's not really that bad, but it's hard to find this record as it is anyway. But I have it on the bio promo, and you really can't believe what these bio promos say, but they do give some information. Some of it's not correct. Others is you never know. But it says a completely new act. This is the first time on record. Joe Perkins and the Rookies are a young group who have been centering their vocal activities around their hometown of Nashville, Tennessee. So you see, that's got to be right. That can't be wrong. But the lead singer, Joe Perkins, graduated from Cameron High School, located in Nashville. That's got to be right, too, right? And in the spring of 1956, and the 4 other group members are still in high school, but devote every spare moment they can to singing. So that sounds kind of like a believable bio, I will say. But it's a great tune here, March 1957. Let's send this one out to Joe Shacatano. I know he likes this record. Joe Perkins and the Rookies on the King label. It's called A New Feeling. George, you like this record too.
It feels like springtime in November, autumn in June. You hear in my heart, life's a lovely tune, and though the tears may smear my cheek, you change the salt within my tears too sweet. It's like bread to a beggar, joy to the hurt, sight to the blind man. It's heaven on earth. I've never had this feeling before. Is it love? Should I really know? This new feeling that I have is strange, oh so strange. Love you, love you, love you so. I know it now, you're in my dream, and I'll never let it change. Oh, now that I found you, the one thing I know, you're my life's only treasure. I can't let you go, and I pray till the end of time that you'll always be mine.
That's the great sound of Joe Perkins and the Rookies. That's their first of 2 on Sid Nathan's King record label, A New Feeling, from March of 1957. And up next, a rare girl group sound. This is on, I think this is Al Brown's label. I mean, he was on so many different labels, probably part owner, really. But this is on the Apache label out of Brooklyn, New York. His group is called the Sweet Marquees. Really don't know any info about these gals, but Al Brown co-wrote the tune, as he did for many of his releases. Sometimes he was the only writer. He also the band leader, and he put the records out, but he is backing them up. His band is backing them up, and his discovery, we'll say, December 1957 release for the Sweet Marquees on the Apache label. It's called You Lied. Girl group sounds here for a Saturday evening on the Vinyltreasure Show. The Sweet Marquees, December 1957 on Apache Records. You Lied is the name of the tune. Johnny G Never Lies, all original 45's out of my collection, sharing them with you tonight on Saturday night. Glad you're here joining Johnny G. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I love this next record. The first time I heard this, when George Tompkins played this on his show. But I love this record on Saul Rabinowitz's Baton record label. It's the group's second of two. This group out of New York City, written by the bass of the group. His name is Sylvester Bradford. It features Cortez Franklin on lead. They're called the Suburbans. The Suburbans from April 1957 on Baton. It's called Leave My Gal Alone.
Take a brand new Cadillac, I don't care if I never get it back. Take a brand new color TV, take a what you want from me, but leave my gal alone. Let my baby be, leave my gal alone. She belongs to me. When you mess with my baby, you know you're fooling around with me. Take my money and my name, I never wanted wealth nor fame. I take anything that you choose, even take my blues face suit. refuse to leave my gal alone. Let my baby be. Leave my gal alone. She belongs to me. When you mess with my baby, you know you're fooling around with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, sweetheart, sugar, baby, yeah, yes, I think you're real hot stuff. People jump just when you call. But dad's gonna call you bluff. No, don't make me treat you rough. Leave a gal alone. Let my baby be. Leave a gal alone. She belongs to me. When you mess with my baby, you know you're fooling around with me.
Those are the Suburbans with Cortez Franklin on lead. April 1957 release on the Baton record label, Leave My Gal Alone. That's their second for Baton. This group also backed up artists that recorded for Baton, the likes of Ann Cole and Jimmy Ricks. They backed up those two acts. We continue here on a Saturday evening. This is for George Tompkins. We go to Nashville, Tennessee now, to Ernie Young's Excello record label for this group called the Five Chums. Now, I have no info on this group, but both sides were written by someone by the name of the letter P. Willis. I'm guessing maybe the lead singer, possibly. But this is the intended B-side going out to George Tompkins, October 57. The Five Chums on Excello. It's called Give Me the Power.
Power to hold you. Give me your love, please do. Just let it be for a while, sweetheart. That's all I ask of you. Give me the right to kiss you, to hold you close to my heart. Don't ever say goodbye, my dear. Don't ever say we'll part. I realize way down deep inside, all of my dreams can't come true. But darling, if you'll only help me, this dream could be just for two. Don't ever say I'm not worthy, my darling, of your love. Just let me try, I'll be happy, dear, happy, happy the rest of my life. Happy the rest of my life.
As by request for George Tompkins there, the Five Chums, October 1957 on Excello Records, Ernie Young's Excello record label. Give Me the Power is the name of the tune. We are in 1957. Johnny G dropped that record there, almost had a heart attack. I don't know, Brian, is that your copy that I dropped? I don't know. Anyway, but let's stay in Nashville, Tennessee, because that is where this next group is from. They all attended Fish University back in 1955. Now, their debut single came out on Sam Phillips' Sun record label. They were known as the Five Tinos, but they also recorded on the Hypo record label as the Esquires, that great tune I'm still looking for. Don't have that in my collection yet. It's called Only the Angels Know. But in 1957, they signed with Foster Johnson's Dub label, which is out of Little Rock, Arkansas, to release this 45. And this record came out twice, by the way. First issued in November of 1957. Then they reissued a shorter version. Well, actually, I think they sped it up, is what I think they did. But in May of 1958, because the time went from 3 minutes and 2 seconds to 2 minutes and 31 seconds. I don't think they could have sped it up that quickly. That would be crazy. But I have the other one here, and we'll do a little test. But I'm featuring the first one, the longer version, first. This is from November 57, the Tinos on the Dub label. It's called Love Only One.
Let one be me. You must love me, darling. Love only one. Oh, I done my best to treat you right. But you just don't know what love is like. Darling, love only one. Every night, oh yeah, right in my dream, and here I'm holding you tight. With all of my let the one I know you must love me, darling. Love only one. Every night I sing, oh yes, right in my dream, and dear that I'm holding you tight. You with all of my let the one be me, darling. I know you must love me. Love only
Those are the Tinos. Did I say the five Tinos? They were the five Tinos. Those are Tinos there. November 1957 release on the Dub record label, Love Only One. 3 minutes and 2 seconds for that cut. Now, the second release from May of 1958, it's got a fuller fidelity, but I think it's faster, and they probably cut the ending out a little bit. Listen to this. Listen to the second release from May 58. Tell me if you think it's a little faster and better fidelity.
Let everyone leave me. You must love me, darling. Love only one. Darling, I know.
I think it fades at the end. It's a lot quicker.
I love only
one. Yeah, see, they I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just a different cut. I don't know, but I think it's a tad faster. And then they faded it out earlier. Anyway, there you go. We are in let's move into 1958, a great two-sided 45 up next. This group out of Philadelphia, they're called the Superiors. Now, the group recorded this song while they were signed to Barry Golder and Jocko Henderson's mainline record label, but the master was purchased by Atco Records, and the true first press of this song came out on Atco Records, released in December of 1957. Then in February 58, Mainline released it locally in the Philadelphia area. And they did the same thing, I think, with the Fabulaires, if you know the song While Walking. East West was the first press, but Mainline released it locally. And it just so happens the Mainline releases for both, I think, are just maybe more in demand or scarcer, whatever you want to call it. Either way, but let's give a listen to the A-side of this 45. It features Eddie Custis on lead from February 58, featuring it on the Mainline record label. These are the Superiors, and this is a great tune. It's called Lost Love.
The sun won't shine like it used to before until you say, darling, that you're mine once more. All of my memories, darling, all of my cares, they are too hard for me to bear. The moon won't glow
that a great record there? I'm telling you, I never get tired of that record there. The Superiors. Superiors, February 1958 on the mainline record label. Lost Love is the name of that tune. And you hear that piano? Isn't that in one of the Lee Andrews and the Hearts record? I mean, it's got to be the same, it's the same band, I'm sure, because that Lee Andrews recorded for mainline records, the Long Lonely Nights and Teardrops, whatever, but it's a great tune, great two-sided 45. Johnny G here, spinning my original vinyl. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my Vinyltreasure Show. I do this every Saturday. I've been away since October 22nd. That was the last time I did a show in between. I was really sick though, but I needed some kind of, to get back to some kind of reality, because I was in the Twilight Zone. They had that marathon during the New Year. I think it was on, on FX or one of the shows anyway. But I'm back, and I will be back. I'll be back on Saturday, by the way, for an all 60 show from 9 to midnight. And I'll again be back next Saturday. I can probably start taking requests, but I don't think I can play more than 43 records, at least to get done by midnight. And Johnny G, I did overtime for about an hour or so, if not more. But I can't do that tonight. But I will, and I know I will get there. So tell your friends about it. Please subscribe to the station, or to my YouTube station, as that would be great. And give me a thumbs up. It's always important. YouTube has been pretty good to me. Let's hope that they don't penalize me. I don't know if it's the next... George, one of the records on Excello got me a copyright strike one year, but we'll try it this year. I haven't played it since 2011, but anyway, let's continue here. Let's go up to Utica, New York. This is a very rare record out of Utica. Mark Records, I think. I have the Supremes, and there's this one, and there's one more, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I have no info on this group. They're called the Teenage Moonlighters. And this copy, I got this copy from Greg Surik. I don't believe me. Don't ask me where he comes up with these records. But he sold me this a long time ago, but it wasn't cheap. It's expensive. But it's signed by the writer of the song, Al Cohen. Maybe he was a member of the group. I don't know. But it's a rare 45. It was released in October 58 on the Mark record label. Let's give a listen. The Teenage Moonlighters with Sorry, Sorry.
I'm sorry, sorry, so sorry, sorry, just because there's someone new. He'll hold you, hold you, hold you, hold you. I can see your silver kisses. I only knew the first time my head all the scheming, dreaming, ought to always be so sorry,
Ultra rare 45's here for a Saturday evening. The Teenage Moonlighters there. October 1958 release on the Mark label. Sorry, Sorry is the name of the tune. Jimmy Amato mentioned the Charm Kings. That's the one I don't have. I have other records on Mark. You know, there's like there's some rockabilly stuff. There's some instrumentals that I have, but I need that Charm Kings. I do. Let's continue here. We'll follow it up with another ultra rare 45 as we go to St. Louis, Missouri for this one on Emmett Carter's Carter label. And I have a really nice copy of this, except that it doesn't play the greatest because it's recycled vinyl. That means records were sent back to the factory, they were melted down, and they reuse that vinyl, and it's just poor. It doesn't play well. Oh, this isn't that bad, but it's just sometimes annoying. So I'll apologize in advance for that. But it's a very rare 45. This is the intended A-side. The writer's Paul Gill, along with the Emmett Carter combo providing the instrumentation. This one released in January 58. The Fernandos. The Fernandos on the Carter label. It's called The One I Love. There you go. That is a rare 45 out of St. Louis, Missouri, on the Carter record label, January 58, the Fernandos. The Fernandos, the one I love. Now, Jimmy Amato said that you hear the mic fall at the beginning of the record. Let's try the beginning again here. I'll louden it. And let's see if we hear the mic fall. Did you hear that? Did you hear a microphone fall? Let's see. Well, there you go. Either way, it's a great record. It is. I'm telling you, I don't know how many copies are out there, but again, these were pricey records when Johnny G was making a ton of money, and I was able to afford these things. I don't know about now. We got to see, because I'm getting close to Medicare time. Yes. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show, we are in 1958. Let's go back out to California to Jake Porter's Combo record label, as this song would tune would be picked up 8 months later by Dot Records, but it features Carl White on lead. Now, Carl White, he was a member of so many groups during his career: the Lamplighters, the Tenderfoots, the 4 After 5's, the Crenshaws, the Rebels, the Rivingtons, and this group, the Sharps. And I'm featuring it on the Combo label. Always love this tune. Also, January 58, the Sharps on Combo. All My Love, parentheses, is just for you, with Carl White on lead.
Yes, you're gone, and I was wrong to tell you that I didn't love you so. Didn't mean a word, you know. Please come on back to me. I'll be yours rest of my day. My life is filled with misery. Oh, baby, can't you see that all my love is just for you? You see, my dear, you ought to know that long last love never dies. So think, my dear, please change your mind. Don't leave me here to cry. I'm alone. Love is gone. Life don't mean a thing to me. Oh, baby, can't you see that all my love is just for you? It seems, my dear, you ought to know that a long last love never dies. So think, my dear, please change your mind. Don't leave me here to cry. I'm alone.
January of 58 release there for the Sharps. Carl White and the Sharps on the combo label, All My Love Is Just For You. Yes, it is. All Johnny G's 45's are just for you on a Saturday evening. Hope you're digging on the tunes here. Jimmy Amato says I didn't leave it on long enough, right before the vocal. So we'll try it one more time here. Let's hear that microphone fall. Let's see. Right before the vocal. Long lead in. Oh wait, is that where it sounded like a door slammed? It sounded like a door slammed. I think that's the sound. Holy moly. Yeah, I see. Wow. Anyway, all right, let's continue here. Up next, we got another request for George Tompkins. Let's go back to Ernie Young's Excello record label. This was the record I think that they gave me a copyright strike on. Haven't seen any copyright things yet, but let's see. This group is called The Themes, and this is from February 1959. It features Thomas Reynolds on lead. It mentions it on the label here. So let's give it a spin. This is for George, February 59. The Themes on Excello. It's called Yes, That's Love.
Oh, sweet love. Oh, love. Oh, love. That love. Sometimes love makes me gay. Why does love make me that way? That love. Sometimes love makes me cry. Why, oh why, oh why, oh why? That love. Love makes me happy. Yes, and that's when my heart feels glad. Yes, and sometimes love makes me cry. And that's when my heart feels sad. And why? That love. Oh, that's love. Yes, that's love. Oh, that's love. That's love.
There you go. It's going out to George Tompkins. He likes those up-tempos also, but he's really a ballad guy. I know he is. The Themes there, Thomas Reynolds on lead, February 1959 release on Ernie Young's Excello record label. Yes, That's Love is the name of that tune here. We are in 1959. Let's go to this label, which is out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's Wheel Records, owned by Hugh Whitlow, and he co-wrote this song with the lead singer and he was also the lead guitar player. His name is Charles Burton. This is from November of 1959. The group is called The Crowns. This is on Wheel Records. It's called Heartbreaking Train.
There's a heartbreaking train going down those lonesome tracks. My baby's gone and she's not coming back. What a fool am I? Heartbreaking train left the station a little past 8. I arrived a little too late. I could break down and cry. That heartbreaking train going down those lonesome tracks. My baby's gone and she's not coming back. What a fool am I?
November 1959, released there for the Crowns on the Wheel label. Charles Burton on lead, Heartbreaking Train. There's also, what is it, Heartbreaking Moon by the Victorials? That's another, well, that's a moon. This is a train. Let's continue here. And let's go back up to Chicago for this next group. And this group's debut single came out on Leonard Chess's Checker record label. Actually, this record came out twice. First issued in March of 1959, then again in May of 1961. So I don't know what the deal was with that. But the tune co-written by the lead singer, his name is Johnny Brantley. This is from March 59, the first release for this one. And the group is called The Ideals. It's on Leonard Chess's Checker label. And this is what Johnny G has never worn. I think my father, though, is wearing these now. The song is called Knee Socks.
There's red, there's blue, there's white, there's green.
Knee socks! Look at her rock, well, look at those socks. My baby wears knee socks.
remember that tune listening to oldies in the early 1970s. Used to hear that on the radio, the Ideals there, March. Somebody requested that. I don't know who. I was telling Charlene, so I know somebody requested this song recently, or within the last 3 months, I should say. March 59, the Ideals, Johnny Brantley on lead, Knee Socks is the name of the tune. Yes, Big Dave Swinger, checker 920 for that one. We are in 1959. Here's a request for Ryan Heisey. Where is Ryan Heisey? As we go back to Brooklyn, New York. Now, this group is called the Laurels. They did the original version of Baby Talk, which is the flip side of this, which he requested also. We're going to play the flip side here. As did Melvin Schwartz write this one yet? Yes, he did. He was a group member. This side also written by Melvin Schwartz, who also wrote Baby Talk. And this is a ballad here, a ballad on the Spring record label. This is for listener Ryan Heisey, 1959, The Laurels. It features Roy Robinson on lead. It's called You Left Me. Sounds of 1959 here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That's for Ryan Heisey. The Laurels. The Laurels on Spring Records. You Left Me is the name of the tune. Roy Robinson, the lead singer on that. Johnny G, Not Leaving You Till Midnight. That is a fact. Let's continue. Here we are in 59. We go to Lawrence, Massachusetts for this next tune here. And this group all met while they were attending high school and just began singing and appearing at local events, parties, and clubs. And because they all hung out together in front of a cleaning store called Supreme Cleaners, they decided to call themselves the Supremes, and this was their lone release, which came out on the Kitten record label, released in March of 1959. It features Ralph Murphy on lead. Here are the Supremes on the Kitten label. Another great tune. It's called Could This Be You?
Thinking of a new love, could that new love be
That's a cool tune there. Those are the Supremes. Actually, George Tompkins wants to dedicate that song to Mike Sape and Joe Shacatano in our YouTube chat room there. The Supremes from March 1959 on the Kitten label. Could This Be You? Yes, it could be Johnny G. I am back here as we begin 2023. Johnny G returns to the airwaves here with original vinyl 45s out of my collection. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell to get notifications when I go live. You'll receive an email as I go live. Tom Shaughnessy, I'm pretty sure you got the email. Hope you're tuned in tonight. Got to say hi to Tom. Thank you, Tom, also for your kind emails and all your prayers. Thank you. Let's continue here. This next group, they're out of Richmond, Virginia. This is a request for listener George Tompkins. The group consisted of Miguel Ayala, Frankie Neves, Victor Rios, and the lead singer Eddie Friend. Great two-sided 45, by the way, on the Colpix record label, April 1959 for George, Eddie Friend, and the Empires, and their tune Tears in My Eyes.
I have tears in my eyes because you say we're through. I have tears in my eyes. My heart is broke in two. When we first met, we made a vow that it would be just you and I. But now you found someone somehow and left me here to cry. I have tears in my eyes, have tears in my eyes. But darling, I love you just the But now you found someone somehow and left me here to cry. I have tears in my eyes to know your love was vain. I have tears in my eyes, but darling, I love you just the same.
As going out to George Tompkins here, Butterfingers Johnny G tonight. Boy, that's twice I dropped 45s. I'm really out of whack. That's April 1959. Eddie Friend and the Empires on the Colpix record label. Tears in My Eyes. I almost had that. It almost had a tragic ending to this next 45. But go back to Chicago, Illinois to give a listen to the Shepherds. And this, what did I write here for this? This is from December of 1960. Millard Edwards, he's the lead singer on this. And this is on Bill Shepard's Apex record label. The Shepherds from December 1960. It's called Tragic.
It's going to
under the sun.
Those are the Shepherds from December 1960 on the Apex record label, a song entitled Tragic. This song was re-released on VJ Records with Echo on it. Some people like the Echo, other people don't. They dubbed in that Echo on that VJ release. Johnny G here on a Saturday evening. We are in 1960, and we go back out to California. Actually, I had this in the box to play for listener Tina Camp, and I think she gave me a bunch of requests on my YouTube wall. You got to send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If I have the 45, I'll play it. So send me requests there at that email address. But let's go back out to California to Dick Huggy Boy Hugs Caddy record label for this group called The Lonely Guys. Now, prior to this release, the group was known as Chuck Daniels and the Downbeats, but on this release they do a very nice version of this standard, probably best known to group harmony collectors as done by the Jaguars on the Ardell record label. Let's go to 1960 now. By request for listener Tina Camp, The Lonely Guys on the Caddy label, their rendition of the tune The Way You Look Tonight.
Someday, when I'm feeling low and the world is cold, I will feel the glow just thinking of and the way you look tonight. The way you look tonight. You're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to rock and the way you look tonight. With these words your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart, and the laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. You're lovely, never, never change. Keep that breathless charm, oh please arrange it, 'cause I love just the way you look tonight. The way you look
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That by request For listener Tina Camp, 1960 release, The Lonely Guys on the Caddy label, The Way You Look Tonight. Let's stay in 1960 as this is on Herman Lubinsky's Sharp record label, subsidiary of Savoy Records. This tune recorded January 13th, 1960, released in April of 1960, and this is a group called the Enchanters. The Enchanters on the Sharp record label, and this is what Johnny G has done tonight. It's called We Make Mistakes.
Oh, we make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I'm sorry. So sorry, darling, I've lost you. And for the heartaches I've caused you. But, darling, it won't happen again. Oh, never again. Forgive me. Forgive me, darling, I've caused you so much pain. And my whole life will never be the same. And darling, it won't happen again. I know I was wrong, dear. It's been all so long, dear, since I held you close in my arms. How can I explain, dear, when my heart is in pain, dear? I suffer and thus all your charm. Forgive me, darling, I've caused you so much pain. And my whole life will never be the same. And darling, it won't happen. Oh, yeah.
Those are the Enchanters, their April 1960 release on the Sharp record label, We Make Mistakes. Interesting, Jimmy. I never thought of this Enchanters group to be the same as the Enchanters on Epson. That's, gotta compare those two records there. I do. And there's a lot of the Savoy records were found in quantity, at least when I started collecting back in the late 70s, early 80s. A lot of those records were available at a cheap price. I think, though, some of the other ones, I think the Wanderers was not one that was found in quantity. Probably some couple of the Four Buddies was not. And there's a couple other earlier ones that were not found in quantity. I forget who had them on eBay, but they were all available. So many copies of those Savoy records, because they were out of Newark, New Jersey. So I forget who. Did Jay Monroe work for Savoy? Somebody I know worked for Savoy Records, and then somebody was selling them on eBay. I forget the guy's name. Anyway, Johnny G drawing a blank tonight. I am getting back into the swing of things here. Anyway, let's continue here. Here's another request for Ryan Heisey. I don't know anything about this group. They're called the Young Lions. I think this is their only release, came out on Dot Records. The writer on this is Steve Gold, and this is produced by Cobb Mayorga Productions. It was released in December of 1960. This is for Ryan Heisey, the Young Lions on Dot. It's called It Would Be. As by request for Ryan Heisey, December 60 release on Randy Wood's Dot record label, The Young Lions there. It Would Be is the name of the tune. We move into 1961 with a request for Nat Papagallo, this group out of New Haven, Connecticut. Actually, it's really not a group, I don't think. They're called the New Yorkers. It's really a duo consisting of Fred Paris and Lou Peebles. And they were previously members, of course, of the Five Satins. This is their first of two on Slim Rose's Wall record label. This is Slim Rose's label. And they also recorded, what did I say here? They also recorded as the Wildwoods on the Caprice record label. But this is their first of two on Wall Records, March 61. The New Yorkers, by request for Nat, At Night, in parentheses, Dream a Little Dream. This is for Nat.
La 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 la.
Shadows are green.
That's by request for Nat Papagallo, the New Yorkers, a.k.a. Fred Paris, and Lou Peoples' March 1961 release, Dream a Little Dream is the name of the tune. Came out on the Wall record label. We stay in 1961. Now, the first time I heard this record was on, I think it was Nick Nicola and Rich Chris were doing the Group Harmony Review, and they were playing records, and they played this record, and I loved this record when I heard it. So I was offered this 45. Of course, Jerry Diaz, he banged me for this record, but I was going to pay the price anyway because I love the tune. This group discovered by Don Talty. They were singing in a Chicago nightclub. Was able to get them their first release in 1958 on the Joyce label as the Five Masqueraders. And then in 1960, they had a release on Formal called These Red Roses. It's actually a pretty rare record if you have the true first press of that. Then they recorded this tune on the Boyd record label. This features Howard Cephas Scott on lead. It's from 1961. These are the Masquerades. The Masquerades on Boyd. The tune is called Finessa.
Won't you forget the things I've said, Vanessa? Oh, Vanessa, Vanessa, oh, my sweetheart. If you don't believe in me, I'll take my heart and tear it apart, Vanessa. I have done the best I can to try and make you understand. So won't you please come back to me so I can set my heart free? Oh, Vanessa, oh, my darling, I believe that one of these days you'll ask for me to take you back, Vanessa. Vanessa.
1961 release there for the Masquerades. The Masquerades on the Boyd record label out of Chicago. Finessa is the name of the tune. I don't know if they were Polly Molly. That was another group, I think. The Five Masks Weren't they the Five Masks, I think? I don't know, Jimmy. Let's continue. Here we are in 1961. I remember buying this next 45 from Texas record dealer Doug Hanners. Doug Hanners, who is a Facebook friend of mine, and it's been a long time. I mean, I don't know if Doug maybe sold all his 45s for all I know, but let me see. What did I write on this thing? This is an old write-up here. I just noticed that this 45 says in small print, a vocal accompanied by the Del Rays. They're called the Fabulous Valiants, though. Isn't that interesting? Is the vocal by the Del Rays, but the instrumentation by the Fabulous Valiants? I mean, I always knew this record to be by the Fabulous Valiants anyway, but this is on the Holiday record label from October 61. We'll say the Fabulous Valiants, accompanied by a vocal by the Del Rays. It's called Your Golden Teardrops.
Dum 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 teardrop, golden teardrop, golden teardrop, teardrops.
Your golden teardrops have captured my heart, dear, and we'll never part, dear, for eternity. I knew you loved me when I first saw them falling from your eyes. So darling, tell me you need me, and you'll never leave me for eternity. Darling, I love you. Oh, how I need you. So tell me you need me too.
Teardrop, golden teardrop, golden teardrop from her eyes.
So darling, tell me you need me, and you'll never leave me for eternity. Oh, darling, I love you. Oh, how I need you. So tell me you need me too. Your golden wardrobe, your golden, captured my heart. Your golden wardrobe, I want you to know that they have captured my heart.
October 61 release there, the Fabulous Valiants on the Holiday record label. Your Golden Teardrops is the name of the tune. I remember I had that on my want list for a long, long time, and I was happy to find that 45. We stay in 1961. Girl group sounds here as we head out to Los Angeles, California. This is their second on the H3 record label. I think this is... who owned this label? I think it was H.B. Barnum. Yes, this is his label, I'm pretty sure. This tune written by Uma Hurd. I think she's also the lead singer on this. And this is from 1961. Let's give a listen to The Sweethearts. The Sweethearts on H.B. Barnum's H3 record label. Uma Hurd on lead. It's called What is Love?
What is love?
glad to see that it could never be. Could never be. Tick tock, goes the clock on the wall. Tick tock, I sit praying just for you to call. Tick tock, yes I knew all the time that you could never be mine. Oh, was I the fool? Was I the fool to ever think that you could love me? Was I just too blind to see that it could never be? Oh, what is love? What is love? I guess I'll never know. Something wonderful to
It's a nice girl group sound there by the Sweethearts, 1961 on H3 Records. What is Love is the name of the tune, the second of two on H3. Uma Hurd, the lead singer on that. She would later join the Utmost on the Pan-Or record label. She was also a member of the Sachets that recorded for Zen. I think Alfie, the first label for that, which I don't have it. I have it on Zen. And also the Dynels that recorded for Dot, and the Postalettes on the Dore record label. I don't have that record by the Postalettes. Well, let's move into 1962 now, and this group is out of Big Spring, Texas. They formed while stationed at the Webb Air Force Base, WEBB Air Force Base, and they had this lone release that came out on the local Joe Ed record label. This is from 1962. These are the Elgins on Joe Ed Records. It's called Once Upon a Time.
Was so sad.
Zenith Mentions reminds me of Rochelle and the Candles, Once Upon a Time. Probably takeoff of that record for sure, but those are the Elgins. Elgins from 1962 on the Joe Ed record label. Once Upon a Time, the name of the tune. They would later record as the Mirrors on the Gina record label, a record that I need. It's a good song, but I had a chance to buy that record, but I didn't know how many copies were out there. The guy was really secretive about it. He wanted a lot of money, $2,500 or $2,750. That was a lot of money to pay for the record, but I held back. Let's continue here, and here's a big Pittsburgh record. This group is out of Pittsburgh, and the tune written by the late singer-songwriter Johnny Jack. He was actually Johnny Greco. This one arranged by Jim Drake. This tune features Leroy Grammer on lead. This charted number 17 on WEDA in Grover City, Pennsylvania. It was Ted Artkowski that turned me on to this 45 here from December of 1962. Give a listen to the Enchantments on Romac Records. It's called Lonely Heart.
The future you'll find the love you never had, and lonely hearts don't weaken, keep your heartstrings and perfect tune. They're gonna sing now we'll sing high. Love will never be mine. But I had dreams like no other mother will find, and so be brave now. There's still a chance if you keep on believing you'll find romance. You'll find
First time I got caught for the night there. Great tune there by a group called the Enchantments. They're out of Pittsburgh. Let me line up this next record here, because I have to, whoops. There you go. Those are the Enchantments there. December 1962 on the Romac record label. Song entitled Lonely Heart. Leroy Grammer, the lead singer on that. Let's move into 1963. Let's go to Detroit, Michigan now. For the debut single for this singer, his name is Tommy Frontera. And this is not an easy record to find either. He has 4 other releases. I think Highlight Records, I think he has a bunch of his records there. But this is on a label called Rem Records. His name is Tommy Frontera and a group, 1963 on Rem. It's called After Tonight.
me tonight. The way you held me so tight. I'll never want another love after tonight. After tonight. After tonight. The way you told me that you love me. The way you told me that you care. I'll never want another love after tonight. After tonight. After tonight. You're so pretty, you're so fine, makes me go out of my mind. My head goes spinning, my heart skips a beat. Everybody's saying you sure look sweet. The way you told me that you love me. The way you told me that you care. I'll never want another love after tonight. After tonight. After tonight.
He's out of Detroit. His name is Tommy Frontera and a group. That's his debut single from 1963. It's on the Rem record label. After Tonight is the name of the tune. After tonight, Johnny G will be rejuvenated. I'm happy that I was able to rejuvenate George Tompkins. Thank you, George, for tuning in tonight. I will talk to you over the weekend or early next week. Got a busy week with the doctors, with my parents here. All these teleconferences and whatnot. But anyway, let's stay in 1963. We go back out to California, this time to Hunter Hancock's Swingin' record label. This is a duet. I always love this tune. Now, Zenith mentioned Rochelle and the Candles, Once Upon a Time. Well, here is their song, Rochelle and the Candles' song, Once Upon a Time, being performed by this duet. They're known as Hal and Bobby on the label, but in reality, it's Hal Davis and Barbara Jackson. She is Bobby, and this song, again, this was a cover tune. This was first done in 1961 by Rochelle and the Candles, was probably the biggest hit for Hunter Hancock's Swingin' record label, but this is a nice cover, a nice ballad duet from 63. Hal and Bobby on Swingin', their rendition of the tune Once Upon a Time.
There was a little girl
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Hal and Bobby, Hal Davis, Barbara Jackson, 1963. Cover of Rochelle and the Candles, Once Upon a Time, on Hunter Hancock's swingin' record label. We stay out in Los Angeles, California, this time to Lou Bedell's Dore record label for the only release for this group called The Symbols. This record produced by Bobby Sanders, arranged by Gene Page. The tune written by Don Thomas. He's also the lead singer. This is from March 1963. I think the promos were on the Yellow label, which I have a promo. This is on the, I guess, the powder blue stock. I have it. These are the Symbols on Dore Records. Their tune is called Last Year About This Time.
Last year, about this time, you put your lovely lips to mine and said we'd have a love forever. But I but I didn't want to believe them. But now I know about this time. You put your lovely lips to mine and said we'd have a love forever. Now I'm living in the
Sounds of California here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. The Symbols there with Don Thomas on lead, March 1963. Lou Bedell's Dore record label, Last Year About This Time. Let's continue now as we wind down here. Let's move into 1964 now. Let's go to this group out of New Jersey. This is their first of two on the Radiant record label. They're called the Fairlanes. The Fairlanes, like Mike Monetti. He is on vocals here. I don't know if he's on lead vocals or not, but it's from April 64. The Fairlanes on the Radiant label. It's called Baby, Baby.
Looking for a pretty girl, someone to call my own. And out of the corner of my eye, a stranger I did see.
The way she was walking and the way she was talking looked like stuff to me.
When she said, baby, baby, where you been? I haven't seen you since I know when. Baby, baby, have you come home? And so I turned myself around to see who she's talking to. She had pretty blonde hair and pretty red lips and pretty little eyes of blue. When I saw her, then I knew this girl was meant for me.
Like the way she's walking and the way she's talking, looks like she talked to me when she said,
baby, baby, where you been? I haven't seen you since I'm on the way. Baby, baby, have you come home? Could it be that it's my lucky day? Could it be that I'm that lucky guy? Could she be talking to me? Or will she pass me by? Well, that's exactly what she did, much to my dismay. In the wink of an eye she passed me by and walked the other way. But then she turned around and looked right back at me.
the way she's walking and the way she's talking, looks like she talked to me when she said,
baby, baby, where you been? I haven't seen you since I'm on the way. Baby, baby, have you come home? Baby, baby, have you come home?
Yeah, Johnny G getting caught here at the end of the show. Those are the Fairlanes there, April 1964 release on the Radiant record label, song entitled Baby Baby. Well, let's stay with the Baby Baby title here. And let's go back out to Los Angeles, California. For this group, they had 18 releases on Lou Bedell's Dore record label between 1964 and 1967. This is their second release, and it's actually, I had to double check this because I wasn't really sure, but it's a remake of an old 1946 Nat King Cole record. He did this first, Nat King Cole. I mean, the tune was written by, let me see, Bobby Troop, who actually, I think there's a recording by the writer of this song, but I think it was from 58 or so. But originally the song was done by Nat King Cole back in 1946. So this one is a remake from July of 1964. You can check on YouTube because there is a video clip of this group performing or lip syncing this on Dick Clark's American Bandstand. They're dressed in like these leather outfits and they just do this song. That's it. And then they go to the autograph table. But this charted nationally at number 83 on Cashbox, number 83 on Billboard also, but a number 2 record, a big record on KRLA in Los Angeles, California. Also, big top 10 record on KFWB, KEWB, and KYA in California. It features female lead Eleanor Green. She's the female lead on this from July 64. Give a listen to the Superbs on Dore. We just heard Baby Baby. Well, this is Baby Baby all the time. Yeah, that's the Superbs. That's their second release, Superbs, from July 1964 on the Dore record label. Baby, Baby All the Time. Eleanor Green, she's the lead singer on that. Two more 45s to go before Johnny G signs off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's move into 1965 now. Let's go back to Detroit, Michigan, to a label called Astronaut Records here for this group called the Tears. Now, one of the writers on this is G. Washington, and I wonder if that is Geno Washington. I don't know, but it sounds like Geno Washington might be the lead singer on this. I'm not sure if he was a member of this group called the Tears, but this is from 1965. Let's give it a spin. The Tears on the Astronaut label. It's called She's Mine. That group called the Astronauts. The Astronauts there from 1965. She's Mine is the name of the the label's the Astronauts. The group is called the Tears. A song entitled She's Mine. And Darrell Letts says that Geno Washington, if someone told him Geno Washington is on lead. Okay, Darrell, I will take it. I will take it. But that's gonna do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G on my way back here to do the show here, as it was exciting for me. I'm getting my. Well, I'm kind of beat now, really, because I haven't done this in how long? Since October 22nd, right? But I hope you enjoyed the tunes I featured tonight. Thank you guys for the requests. You can send me your requests at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If you missed any of the show, you can always go back on the YouTube archive. Lots of videos there. A lot of you were communicating with me. You're going back to look at my old shows from way back when in 2015. But there are some great records that I have featured through the years there. You can check it out. And recycles, too, of course. But if you missed any of the show, you can also go to my website, vinyltreasures.net. You can stream or download the show there. But thank you all for tuning in tonight. And if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell to get an email notification when Johnny G is live. And we're going to close the show tonight with this record by the Bon Airs. And actually, this is a cover tune. This song originally recorded back in 1941 by Vaughn Monroe. Now, you may know the Harptones version of this. They recorded it on Rama Records in 1957, but this group is out of New Jersey, and they do an excellent version of this, and this is from April 1965. The group is called the Bon Airs, and it features George Lavatelli on lead. The other members of this group were Mike Palladino, he was tenor, Dennis Diamond was second tenor, and Scotty McLeary was the baritone. And this came out on the Rust record label, and I think it was Mark Himphin. He really liked this song. He was the last person to request this record a long, long time ago. Our closer tonight is from April 65, the Bon Airs on Rust, and their rendition of the tune, The Shrine of Saint Cecilia. That's going to do it, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help, as we are both rusty, I guess, a little bit, getting back into the swing of things. As time goes on, I'll be able to be here a little bit longer. Got to go downstairs and see how everything turned out downstairs, but that's going to do it for tonight. I will be back on Wednesday night, going to try it out on Wednesday night, going to do the All 60's show with my Soul 45's. That'll be at 9 o'clock, 9 to midnight, so tune in. That'll be also live on Oldies and More Radio. But thank you all again for tuning in. Want to wish everybody a happy new year, and Johnny G is back here, and we'll be back again next week, God willing, of course. So everybody have a safe and happy week. I'll see you here either Wednesday or next Saturday night at 9 o'clock right here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long.
Our home is a shambles, all I've treasured has gone. The town seems deserted, everyone so forlorn. A storm came from up above, but somehow it missed the shrine of Saint Cecilia. The bells in the chapel never ring anymore. The clock in the steeple can tell time as before. But up on the hillside stands a place heaven blessed, the shrine of Saint Cecilia. Each day at eventide, when I seek haven from my daily care, you'll find me by her side. It seems so peaceful there. I kneel in my solitude and silently pray that heaven will protect you, dear, and